Good morning, YouTubers. It's weekend after Retro Rise, so we're coming to the end of August now. On the background. I'm pumped up. I'm pumped up after, and not muscular. After Retro Rise, pumped up because of it. I mean, that show was awesome. Really had a good time. We had quite a few of us went. Obviously, you've seen the run-up RRG convoy video. To be honest, I'm sorry I didn't take much video when I was there, but I was too busy enjoying myself, to be honest. So yeah, I didn't get a chance to do anything really. But yeah, it's maybe pumped up now. I'm ready to get on this thing. So I mean, it performed faultlessly for the whole trip, even with the camera on the back. I've tried without the supercharged belt on. MX-5 engines haven't got it low enough down torque, to be honest. It needs to be boosted to do that bit. So I put the belt back on and everything else was fine. So yeah, I've got one more trip, which I'll be doing a full video of Santa Pod. We're doing some like in-house GFB dev, sort of a bracket race thing. A couple of them have got new cars, so, well, one person's got a new car, and some of the people who I know are going, and even my neighbours are going, and they're obviously into their Jap stuff. It's the Jap show finale day after. We're just going for the Saturday night special, so we're just going to do a bit of racing. See what everyone can do, see who can be the fastest out of the group of us, which would be great. And then that's been torn down. Engine's out for the, obviously for the turbo, which I've just got the box back out over there on top of the tractor. Yeah, and I'm going to finish off doing the manifold today. That's one of the jobs today to do. So at least that's ready and sorted. Yeah, and I think Steve's coming up as well, so I'll just do a proper walk around of his car, and I have... Oh, sorry about that, I thought I'd just turn the camera off. I have been asked to do sort of like not a buyer's guide, but a walk around, what to look for on an MX-5 for the rotten bits. Now, I've not seen his car since that new car video. So what's that, 2 months ago, something like that, a month and a half ago? So I don't know what state it's in. It could be really bad. It wasn't bad when we picked it up. It was all right, but whether he's washed it, cleaned it, done anything, I mean, I'm going to get it jacked up. I'll show the chassis rail, show you the rear sill sections that can go, and it's basically the same as Mark 1s as well. I mean, you've seen mine, so it's kind of a normal thing. But I'm sure most of the people's videos do a proper sort of walk around and everything. But it's just an easy one just to show you little bits and pieces. But yeah, I'm going to do the welding today. I'm probably going to take the booster out anyway and have a bit of a blast because there's a quarter tank of fuel in it, and why not burn it while I can, because I'm against electric. Yeah, just use the fuel up. So that's the plan today, and I hope you're enjoying a new camera. Yes, because I was getting the audio on the other one is great for him in the car and driving, and just for video of driving, not someone talking. But I needed a new camera. It was ridiculous. So yes, new camera as well. Fantastic, so you'll be able to see everything a bit better, and this will make it easier for me to upload as well, because it's a smart camera, so I can upload straight to YouTube if need be, if I don't want to do any editing. But yeah, that's all we're going to do, is going to crack in on this, which obviously we've not had any work done on for a while. It's got to have some welds ground down and bits and pieces and make sure everything's okay. I am going to also, there's a stud somewhere, I believe, on the turbo that needs sorting as well. Yeah, as you can see, there is a stud that's been focusing. Come on, focus. Focus. Yeah, you get the gist. Yeah, stud's broken off, so I need to sort that, and he's put another stud in there. I think I've got some in the parts bin. Yeah, so that's going to be all sorted about ready to go. I may have to clock it a bit though. But we'll see. And I noticed there is a tiny bit of play in that. It don't matter. It was cheap. I can get another T25 need be. So yeah, let's get on it. This is this focusing or what? AF. Sorry, it's new camera. Aha, gotcha. There we go. Yeah, so there's a stud. Okay, it is focusing properly now. Yeah, yep. So yeah, let's get cracking and get started this. It's welding done on there. I'm going to clean the bench first. So right, I might have to change the memory stick as well. I've just noticed this memory stick is getting pretty full. Right, let's get cracking. Got something else to add, just for a little message for the lads and everything. Pot of GFB dev. It's a bit of a kind of up yours because it didn't break down. There was a bit of a bet on, because every year I always get a problem. Last year the exhaust fell off. The year before I had JDM with it on arches on it, and they just fell off. Well, not fell off, they rubbed really bad, and really bad. So I had to take most of the weight out, leave back to carry most of the weight. The year before that, I think we were in the Capri, which you've not seen, which is behind me under this car top. The coil decided to pack up just as we was getting onto the motorway, which is never great no matter what country you're in. And the year before that, what happened? Actually, I think the year before that, this thing performed faultlessly. It was a Capri at that time because that was off the road. It was still on B series power and pants. It was good, but yeah. So yeah, lads. There you go. I didn't break down today. So, but obviously when I'm going turbocharged, there's obviously more of a chance of things breaking, especially after I found some shaft playing that freaking turbo. It's not even been used. Well, it's been used, but it was bad. It said it had no shaft play. It don't matter anyway. Like I say, it was a 30 quid turbo, so it's literally just to get me onto the T25 flange size, so I can then go up T28. But yeah, right. Now I'm going to get some work done. Okay, enjoy. Another little update before I start work on the turbo manifold is Gregor has finally dropped off the ECU that I'm going to have to chop down. So you kind of know what I'm going to do. His Mega Squirt is in my bag at the moment. The idea is, because he's a wiring Mega Squirt, we're going to turn it into a plug and play. So he's bought an identical ECU to what his current car runs, which is an NB. And so I'm going to basically cut this connector out of the ECU off the PCB board, and then I'm going to wire directly to the back of it that other ECU, so his harness will plug straight in. It's kind of a common thing to do, which would be dead easy in most cases, especially if it was like on mine, and even, well, sorry, it would have been easy on that because it's a normal 1.8 Mark 1, or even that 1.6 Mark 1 import. But his is really odd. We cannot find the correct. We can't find a 1.6 NB MX5, so a Mark 2 MX5 with. It's got the same wiring diagram. Most of them are 1.8s. The 1.6 I've found is the first four on the left hand side of the connector. So these four I'm pointing to right now are generally your injectors. Then there's a couple of, then straight after that there's usually, I don't know, TPS or something like that. It's not going to be TPS, but there is stuff that's being used. His all blank. There's probably about 3 blank ones. Can I match that? So we're going to have to do it the hard way. So I think me and Lebo are going to have to spend the weekend on it, probably close to winter, with his car. And I mean, we've got time to do it yet anyway. Say not close to winter, some point soon when he's off at a weekend. And so's Lebo. Yeah, and basically just get the power probe on each end and make sure we get, obviously, injectors, TPS, CAS, the Hall sensor, everything, basically everything else in there and wired on correctly. And then this, it'll just go on. To be fair, his Mega Squirt ECU is ready to rock. I've put a base map on it already, just one off online, which is pretty much getting there. He's got the wire band in. So it's just this. This is it. This is the main thing now. So yeah, I'm reluctant to tear it down. I mean, I could take out some solder this panel now, and then I don't have to worry about the rest of the ECU. But at the moment, it's keeping it in a enclosed case. And I mean, I could. Yeah, actually, I might use this to put the other ECU in, because that case, the clone ECU came in, isn't great. And if I put it in this, it looks a bit better, and it looks. At least it looks standard, don't it? But knowing him, he says he's not going to want to, but I know what he's going to do. He's going to want it on show, because everybody wants their standalone ECU on show apparently these days. I haven't got it on show in that. It's behind the back of the footwell. Pretty much a bit like a standard MX5 would be. So, yeah. Right, so let's get on it. Let's actually find start some work before Steve turns up and asks me to look around his car and check stuff out. So, yeah, I've got what I've got to do. A bit of welding. I'm going to have to do some filling in there as well. A bit of grinding to do on some places. And I think there was something inside I've got to do as well. And then this thing, Right, sorry about that. Yeah, so yeah, I need to check otherwise my memory card ran out of space, so just had to reset, put a new one in it. Yeah, so you need to obviously plug weld that bit and make sure everything's okay, and check this is flush, because even though I did bolt it to this rather thick piece of steel, it may have warped just slightly, but I can get that flush in. I might take it to a machine shop and just flush it, get them to flush it. Might be sorted, but yeah, got to do that. And there's a bit more welding I need to do for the stuff for my house, but that's obviously by the by, it's not really GFB dev stuff. Right, so I'll get cracking on that. Okay. Right, I'm going to start welding this, and Steve's turned up. Say hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. Yeah, I was going to say.
Right. Perfect. Sweet.
Looking good.
Should hope so. It's got to hold the weight of that turbo. Then again, I am going to brace it, so like a bracing bar coming off the top of the, bit like how the supercharger's done. Greg is having my supercharger.
Camera moving?
Yeah, please. In actual fact, yeah. Well, you can try and get in. Oh. Wicked. Perfect. Do that. Awesome. Have that.
There you go.
Bye. All done. Just have to grind it down there. Sweet. Right, it's all drilled out, ish. What a pain in the arse that was. But that's done. And together with the manifold. So, we'll now have a look at Steve's car.
Are you sure it works?
That was a joyous thing. I'm sure it works because you drove here.
Yeah, it's good.
Turbo.
So, is that going to be better than your supercharger?
It's going to be a lot better than the supercharger. It's going to be making proper choo-choo. A lot faster as well. Yes.
Be the fastest old car on the road.
Exciting. I wish. There it is, somebody. Red Victor, I think, is one of the fastest cars in the UK on the road. It's not really much of a car anymore. More of a space frame. It's got it jacked up, haven't we, Steve? Ta-da! It's got it jacked up to check all underneath.
Look what you could have had, Nathan, rather than the Mark 1.
Shut up. People who probably like to watch the channel are like Mark 1s anyway as well. The best do. So the usual UK rock points are here. You can see on the other side. And lucky for Steve, it's just a bit of surface rust, so we're going to knock wheel that. And knock wheel most of it anyway. and give it a bit of Schultz just to protect it for winter, and then we'll get the front jacked up and just check the front chassis legs just to make sure they're alright.
And hopefully, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed will be done. Well, they were on an advisory on your MOT. Yeah. So, to be honest, if they're not alright, it's not that I could do it right now anyway. We'll just, there's not wheel there. We'll just note it down that pre-MOT we're going to have to just get it sorted. I mean, on the camera it looks worse than it actually is, because it's picking up all the brown, which is mostly dust now since I've just not wheeled.
Yeah.
So I'll get this last little bit not wheeled just there, and I'll get the Schultz gun out and we'll just get that Schultz off. Also, we've checked the rear brakes as well to make sure they're alright. All in all, wicked. Let me get in focus, there we go. Right, we'll just give the underside a bit of a Schultz in, as you can see, just in the usual places that they always rust. So now, we're going to let it down and do the back. Oh, sorry, do the front. Not too bad under there at all, really. Not for a UK car. Not for a UK car at all. Oh, skids. Right, okay, jacked on, lay it down. Okay. You're looking at, Steve?
There's like a hole cut in with the sort of grill vent at the bottom of this one, but not on this side. Just at the back and front of the wheel.
Someone's cut a hole on the other side. Well, that's this side's where your airbox goes, so it's going to get air vented. That one is.
Yeah, that's all. I was just.
And someone's cut a hole in the other one.
No, there's nothing on the other. I was just curious.
Oh right, no, it starts to get cool air. Right, so we've jacked it up.
Pull it into this.
That's it. Yeah, into your airbox. That's where they usually go on the front chassis legs. As you can see, I've just not wheeled it, and it's not too bad. It'll need doing eventually, but not for a couple of years.
Things to come.
Yep, exactly. Lovely. I'm going to have another welding job because I haven't got enough welding jobs on my own stuff. But anyway, and everyone else's MX-5, it seems. Good job I like welding, isn't it? So we'll go around that side. I think we should give you a welding lesson, Ray, to be honest. Get used to it.
Any worse than
other people. Let's move the wheel. And that side as well. Not too bad. We'll give it another Schultz or stone chip in. It'll last him another year. Lowering springs.
Stop looking at my springs.
Yeah, well, you can have mine on it because he's the only person we know of who actually wants to raise the car and not lower it.
It's not my
because you're
they've not my fault. They've got speed bumps.
Because you're a tit.
And I can't even go to the post office in Arnold.
Yeah, that's his own fault. Oh well. Go another way. Don't go to the post office. Walk.
Yeah, normally I do.
Oh, then, that's what you mean.
But this time I just needed to go to the post office.
Lazy freaking twat. Anyway, you're not allowed to swear on YouTube.
No.
Because you have to bleep it, so I'm going to have to bleep. So you're a lazy bleep. Right, we'll Schultz that, and we can lower it back down again. Say yay! Yay! If I can push the wheel back, I see that we've now Schultzed it. Ah, there we go. Ooh. Lovely. Yeah, at least I ain't got it all on me. None of it definitely on me. Right. We can pull an axle stand out and let her down. Just grab it and drag it out each. They're not sitting on them. They're sitting on the jacks.
Oh,
Yes. They're just there for safety, mate. That was all.
okay, cool.
Okay. And when you're ready, just turn anti-clockwise. That's it. There we go. One on the sidewalk. Right there. Bye. Can you get yours out now?
Probably not, because yours is.
Back now. Bloody lowered cars. Merry Christmas. There you go.
Oh, it's caught on
lip in it. Right, if you bring that other jack round here, and jack the lip up. So the twist in that lip, tends to open it a bit further in, that's it. Now twist it so it's tight, so turn it clockwise so it won't twist anymore.
Yep.
Okay, now you need to twist it more. Right. Keep going, a little bit more, a little bit more.
Oh yeah, that one's much higher.
Yeah, that was the most long one.
Yeah, so you see on the tie, it looks like it's flat.
It looks like it does look like it's flat, doesn't it? Yeah, it's not though. That's.
But they said they're soft wall tyres or something.
Yeah.
So
You'll be fine. They're alright. You don't feel bad anyway. No, I feel fine. And you said 28, 32, so you put in 30, you're laughing really.
Hmm.
Yeah, more than enough air in there. Yeah. Tick over alright and everything, it's not.
Yeah.
Make sure it's out of gear.
The alarm will go off in a second.
Bloody alarm.
Ready?
Yeah, go for it. Freaking out, hurts your ears. Good thing is, there's no to worry about on these engines, really.
Yeah.
Just saying, that's because that drilled airbox, though. Yeah. Yeah, it's all induction noise, that is. I prefer normal standard airbox anyway. I don't like that big cone filter. The thing is, on that, it doesn't give you anything anyway. It's only 1.6. 115 brake if that, and when it was new, just doesn't bring anything. Yeah, it was 1.8 though, so you've got a bit more torque.
Yeah, no idea what it is now, is it?
I bet it's not lost much. Yeah, I bet it's definitely not lost much. But it was nice to see he actually finally brought the car up, and finally nice to check it over. Awesome cars. I hope you've enjoyed the video. What do you say, Steve? You hope that people have enjoyed the video? Yeah?
Should come back for more.
Should come back for more, yeah. Hit that like button and subscribe. See you later.